Hi everyone, and welcome back to Scrap Addict Creations. I'm Diane, and today we're going to be playing with the Cape Cod paper collection. We're going to be using the Picture My Life cards I made in the past video, and we will be using some of the Distressed Oxide inks. I'm so excited to get scrapping today, so let's get scrapping. So I started working on a layout yesterday, and I was trying to kind of mimic this layout. I really like it, and I like the feel of it, and so I thought, okay, I can do this. And it wasn't working out as well as I had wanted it to. One of the problems was I was trying to make it into a two-page layout with the circle kind of in the center of the two pages and mirroring everything, and it just was too much. And so what I decided to do is just kind of take a step back. I actually went online to the creative design team and was watching a sequence of using distressed oxides. And I tried a couple of things. One of them did not go over well for me. It made a huge mess. The other one, though, that I've tried, I think she had a couple more on there, but I just had stopped at that point, was using your brayer and rolling the ink across. And so that's what I did. I did that with this layout, and I tried it a couple different ways. The first one I did was this. Oops. The camera does not like that. Let's see if we can get it back. Okay, was this one. It was just kind of a play. I really liked this one. I thought this was really pretty. And I think I'm going to use these to do some die cuts because I had done a sheet of them. And word to the wise, let it dry a lot before you cut them because it does not like to cut if it's wet. But I cut these little leaves out. As you can see, there's some here and here. And those were sheets that I had basically just ran this over just because I was playing with it, just trying to get the feel. So today I kind of was like, okay, I like this feel. I guess I should pull this back since it's hard to see below. I like this feel. It's a little darker, like up here was a little more than I wanted. And I hadn't added the splatter yet. And I really like the splatter with this fan brush. Probably out of all of the splatters, that's one of them that I like the most. And I've used this before. I just forget to grab it, I guess would be the words. So with this, I decided to then do this one. So I've got a lighter color up in here, a little bit darker here, which I kind of mix the two colors, and I'll show you those in just a second. Oh, they're underneath this mat. Here they are. I was like, where are they? On my desk. But I created this layout. I accidentally cut this vertically instead of horizontally. I also cut it in half, so there's two half circles. And so what I did is I kind of glued them together here and then put them over more on this side. Instead of going like I was trying to do kind of in the center, so it would have been, right in the center, and just it was too bulky. And I really enjoyed it. I used 2 of the Picture My Life cards that I created. And I actually added this, I'm looking at it going, it's a starfish. It's a starfish. This starfish to here, and I added a sand dollar over here because I wanted a little bit of bulk, but not a lot. I kind of reminisced about the Picture My Life card that I made that I had the crab that I cut the bottom off of. I decided I liked the way this felt on this wood grain paper. And so it's, it's just adhered here. You can put some pictures down. I put a sticker, A Day in the Sunshine, and Beach Bum. Those were the only 2 stickers I used. I added these little leaves that I cut. And then I added some of this. Now, these are from the cut file for Cape Cod. I love this paper. It's just beautiful. I made this for Nancy. She doesn't have a lot of beach papers, but I'm hoping that this is one she can use. She did request a lot of picture spaces, so that's why I kind of put some smaller pictures so that we could actually use these papers. This is the leaf pattern, which matches here, and then I carried it over here with a little bit of the light side of Lagoon. I did Toffee light side here. Again, this Picture My Life card, and I just stuck a few of these under here because I liked how that gave it just some depth. I did add some pop tape under these guys and under these over here. These have glue dots, and I tried to strategically place the glue dots so that Nancy could slip a picture under. Okay, I cut these out. They are just a random seagull file. I cut those out. I can't take this off of the mat because it is going to curl, because that's what that paper does, but there's those guys. I added a few extra glue dots under these wings, one solid here, just to give that some more movement, and then I only put a glue dot here. Sorry for it going, you know, kind of in and out. Cut one of the brackets that I have, and oops, grab. I kind of sorted everything out, and I've got a hot mess here. So I put these on here so I could see them. These were the die cuts that came with the die cut kit. These were all the images that I stamped, and then these were all the die cuts that I did. I have a lot, so I can pick from them, and I will be using those with that layout that we'll be doing today. I used the light one of this on here, and I just cut it in half. I did decide to kind of put these into here so I could find things. So I've got a bunch of little tags, tabs, whatnots in these clear plastic divider pieces, and then of course these are just adhered with some of the mono air. Usually I would use glue dots, but funny enough, I have about 12 boxes of small glue dots that are repositional, and I forgot where I'd set them, and they were out in the open. So I feel kind of silly, but I did just use mono air, and I've used the crab right here, which is great. Then I used, you know, some bits here, and I really like that I can see these. So I'm going to set those back aside. I'm going to set this layout aside, and I am going to show you what I did, because I need to let this dry. So I have two pieces of 8.5 by, mine is 11 1/4, but you would do probably 8.5 by 11. And I'm going to do it to both of them. Let me grab my wipes. I do need a few wipes out here because I'm going to be cleaning up and redoing. So let's just set those there. And I have Vintage Photo. I love Vintage Photo. That's always been a color. In fact, I only had one ink, and it was Vintage Photo. I ended up getting some more because everybody talks about how wonderful they are. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to make two separate sections of salvaged patina. I really like this for the sky pictures, okay, or sky portion. And I'm going to add just a little tiny bit of peacock feathers to this one. Okay, so now I have some spritzer. This is the only spritzer I have, so I was like, okay, I'll use this. And maybe in my hopefulness, I will, I'm going to have to add more water. I will come across some actual spritzers. So all she did was use this to go back and forth, and like that. I mean, I love it. Just to kind of add some color. I'm going to go the opposite way because I kind of want some right there. Okay. You know what? I might have enough ink, even though I just got some on my table, to do the second piece. Let's try it because you never know. I'm going to go the opposite way here because I am more of a righty. Okay. Not a lot, but some. But I still really like it. And I know it's kind of hard to see, but it's got just that movement. I really like the feel of it. Okay, so now the next section is where we would put, and you can wipe this off. Most of it's gone, so I'm not too worried. And I'm kind of using the same color scheme Okay, so if a little bit of that vintage photo got in here, it's not going to be the end of the world. Okay, so this one I actually want to use less. In fact, I want to add a little more peacock to it. And I know you're probably not supposed to do what I just did. Again, I'm very new to this. Okay, so let's go across. It's kind of, yeah, there we go. Okay, and I'm going to grab the other one. And we're going to go across. Let's go backwards. Oh, I like that backwards. Cool. See how pretty that looks? And there's not a lot there, which is great. Okay, so now let's do that top area. And what I liked about the top area was that it was so light. It just really was nice. Looks like I have some splatters right here. Luckily, I am planning to cover them. Let's see if we can keep going with this. Add that in there and see. I need just a little more of the salvage patina. And I need to take my water bottle. Luckily, it's over here. And fill up my spritzer. Good. Love these mats. They have made this so easy to keep my area clean. And I appreciate that so much. Okay, so we're just going to kind of add some of this lighter up here. This kind of reminds me of some of the paper that we've recently had. I want to say Dreammaker. Yeah, I think it was Dreammaker. I really, really like this. Okay, so now that I'm done with the area I'm doing, I'm going to take and grab all of that. And now I am going to grab something to dry that because I want to make sure that I'm just using the vintage photo for this next bit. Okay. Maybe two. Okay. And I got some new metallic markers. These are really cool. They are from Temu. And they got here today, and I kind of played with them a little bit, but not a lot. So I'm going to use that to kind of splatter some of this down here. So I want it to look a little sandy. I know, and my papers are curling, of course, because they are wet, and I'm using White Daisy. She did recommend using, what was it? It's Nina 110 pound. I don't happen to have any Nina right now, so I was like, well, I'll just use the White Daisy. She did say that was, you know, a good option as well. So not a lot of splatter in there, just a little bit, just enough to give it a little, you know, just kind of a speckly, sandy look. Okay, so now I need to clean my brush. Let's clean this off. Okay. And we're going to go with the peacock feathers. So I wanted it to be a little darker with the splatter. And it seems to work out really well. I know, pretty dark, huh? Okay, perfect. And let's grab the other one. So if you tap it down, you get kind of a splatter look, and those are kind of dark, but that's an area I'm planning to cover. Okay, so I'm going to let these dry, and I will be right back, and we will create this amazing layout. Okay, so I tossed everything out that I was thinking about using. I'm thinking about this paradise because I have some lighthouse pictures, and I've got pictures of Jason and Miranda. And then I have pictures of the coastline in Washington. And I have a lighthouse here, which is the same lighthouse in that picture with Jason and Miranda. And so I thought paradise kind of fit, and I really liked that. I love this tag. And I did decide I wanted to try and use it here without the background on it. So I did spend a lot of time taking the adhesive off of that. Okay, so I've got these little bits here too. The first thing I have to do is to put this on here. Ooh, sorry. And this one is good, easy. This one is ripped up because I tried putting it on the other layout and I did not like it. So I'm going to put this one on here first, just because this is, you know, horrible looking. And I'm gonna, the hard part is I need this to be flat, but I don't want to secure it down yet because I need to trim it. So we're just going to, let's see here. I want it maybe oh, I need it down further, I believe. Let's see here. So I could go, yeah. Okay. This circle is a little smaller than the one for the 12 by 12 layout. I think I did this one at 10. Let me measure it. Let's see here. This one is 10 3/4. Oops. Yeah, this little one's had some troubles because of my mess up. But what I like is that it really does turn out nice. Does that look pretty even? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Okay, we're going to trim this. I'm going to grab my scissors. And then I think I'm going to secure this piece down. So we've got that piece. There we go. And that piece. And I'm going to secure this down in all four corners, just like I did the other one, because of how kind of bowed. Actually, this paper is less bowed, and it's still the white daisy. It's just because it's smaller, I think. And I didn't have to put as much ink onto it to get it to be inked. So let's put this down. There we go. I really like how that looks. It's so pretty. Okay. And now let's lay this one down and see if we can get this on here. So we're going to go right to there. And grab this one. And pray that we get this right. Okay, it's kind of crooked. Let's see if I can do this. How does that look? I think that looks pretty good. Whew. Now we'll glue this puppy down too, so that I can work with it. And I felt really bad because I only like to use 2 of the glue dots, but I do recommend taking the extra glue. Oops, come on, stay down. For papers like this. I won't do this very often. I could see doing it for like a nighttime sky or maybe some outdoorsy type ones. But I can't see doing this that often. But again, I really did enjoy it. So you never know. Something else could come out of that. So this one, I was kind of looking at that and I pulled out this twine. And I think I want to put some twine on here. So let's see here. If I was to put twine, I would go right about there. I'm going to take that off. And I don't want it perfect. I really wish I was better at tying nautical knots. But I didn't excel in that zone. I did it one time for a card and it was adorable, but I kind of was swearing after. But I think that looks pretty cool, adding just a little bit of that. And I think I want to add some pop tape to this. Let's add some pop tape, and let's do it here. Get my adhesive scissors. And here. Oh, come on, I want you to lay nice. And let's go here and here. I know, a lot of pop tape on this one. Okay, so I'm thinking right there. Oh, I do like that. I like that a lot. Okay, that one. I was thinking this one down here. I liked this picture with that. I don't know why, but those felt good together. So we've got Jason and Miranda. We've got Jason. We've got, let's see here. How do we want those? I did those alternating so I could flip either of these, but I think I like it that way because this one's a little darker, a little more nighttime. These were more in the daytime. This was kind of at sunset, which is why I love. Isn't that beautiful? I love this picture. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. I know I've got just a little bit of angles, and then I know these, like I said, make sure these are dry before you cut them, because, oh, maybe I should add some twine to this. Well, that's a thought. I kind of like that idea. Let's see here. If I was to add twine, where would I put it? I'll add some to the top too, but I think I want to add some around here. Oops, don't fall on the floor. And let's just kind of snip that so I'm not, because this fence that's on here is one of the dies, but I don't want it to bend. So I want it to be really, you know, loosey-goosey maybe. And this twine that I have here is a lawn fawn twine. I really like the, I guess it would be girth of it. It's a thicker twine. Like my other ones, I've got the thread, and then I've got like this white twine. This one is a lot thicker. I don't know how many strands, but it's got a nice feel to it. Oh, I do like that. Okay, so that means that we need to add some pop tape to this puppy too, which is okay. That'll make it really nice. So we'll have 2 popped items. And before I do too much more, I need to add some string at the top. But how do I want that string at the top to look? Do I want it more as a bow? Do I want it more just kind of free-flowing? Let's see here. Let's see what it looks like if we do this. It's kind of wimpy. Not really like that. Let's try a bow and see what we think. And if I don't like that, I might just leave that without twine. I think I'm going to leave it without twine. I'm not loving it, and I do love it down here. So that's okay. Not all tags have to have stuff, and I did use, would this be a hole reinforcer there? So we can put some of these bits. I'm thinking 2 and some coral, because you know you'd find coral under tags, but I like the feel of that. I'm not sure that works the way it is, but I do like the feel of having that stuff up there. And then we'll repeat that over here. Okay, so I don't have another, oh, there it is, a lilac one, but I think I don't want lilac up here, or not lilac, it would be periwinkle. I think the periwinkle here would be fine, although we have that color there. I'm getting happier with this. Let's put these pictures down. And let's build this page right now. I will have all of these sizes on my blog, as well as links to the ingredients. And it's so pretty. That's just so pretty. I had to mark the number when I was creating the files for that because I was getting so confused. Let's kind of take that off. And where is, there you are. Okay, and I need a scratch piece of paper. Let's use one of my Lawn Fawn little posties. Isn't that little mouse cute? You can barely see it. He's just so cute. Okay, let's add some adhesive to these bits. And, you know, pull some of them off because that's what happens. I want to go alternating on those. Yeah, be very careful when you're doing that, and again, make sure that it is dry before you put that on there. Oh, I like that. I really like that. And I like having the, so should it, yeah, I do like it. I want it split a little more though. A little more organic looking. Okay. I like that. I'm really liking that. I know I took out that label piece. Oh, I put it back in. Oh, you know what? Because this is a smaller layout, let's look at the smaller one. And just kind of cut that like this. Yeah, I like that. I don't want to put too much over here because I don't want to cover that up. But I can also do that. So let's build that top area. And we'll add some adhesive to that. I really like that I have a bunch of these now cut. I'm going to stagger these because these are really cool. And I've always wanted to have a bunch of them cut, and I just have never done it. And I'm glad that I decided that this was the time to do it. Okay, I'm going to kind of put, this is slight, yeah, I wanted it at a slight angle. And let's put this, oh, that's why those are kind of messy. Let's put this at a slight angle. Okay, I don't want to put this down yet. Oh, that's not going to work. Okay. Let's add some of these bits. Oops, I kind of pushed. Note to self, don't push. Will I remember it? Nope. I will not. Okay. Post-it note is working out great. I think I want to tear this and put some right there and have that kind of stick up more, even though I think I like that bulk better. I'm not sure I want to put, I don't think it needs the periwinkle. We've got the periwinkle here and here, and I think that satisfies me enough on that. Let's toss this stuff. And now let's look at our little bits. We have a bunch of bits. Okay, so up here, let's kind of punch these out. Should have punched those out when I was adhering them down, but I wasn't even thinking about it. Oh, another thing that she did, and I will have, if I can find it, I don't care for that, a link to a video if she did it online. But she took this after she'd speckled it, and she cut out a bunch of the shells, and it looked amazing. So I think that's what I'm going to do with these papers that I played with. They're a little darker, of course, than I would use, so having them as the seashells and such might be a better option for me. Let's see. I kind of like this one as the starfish. And then what would I do here? Oh, I like that feel right there. And I think I'm going to stick with doing this with the mono air. I think that'll work for what I need. And since I have a picture there, I can just put it there. And I don't have to worry. That's awesome. Okay, I like that feel. Maybe I'll put that down a little more so it's not so in your face. Oops. Pulled a little harder than I should have. Okay, I like that. Loving this. Do I want to use one of these? I used them on the other layout and I do really like them. That's kind of pretty. Although we've already got that shell there. What else do I got? Ooh, I've got some birds. Got a lot of birds. That's nice. Oh, a seahorse. Do I have a smaller seahorse? No. Oh, but I think that there's a smaller seahorse. So there's that in the white. And this one, oh, I already used it. Okay. That works, though. That's okay. It's all good. No, I don't want that one. I am kind of thinking, I feel like these are too big. Which means that this one would be too big. That is way too big. This one is the one that is really striking my fancy. Let me grab some glue dots that are bigger. I think these actually might be repositional. Nope, they're not. They're the regular ones. Okay, cool. I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to stick another one underneath the twine just because it is kind of loose, because I wanted to keep it, you know, free-flowing so I didn't bend that fence too much. There, that works good. Okay, I like that. I think I want to use those too. Let's get the small glue dots. You can use, and I use it all the time, adhesive, wet adhesive on these, or you can use glue dots, or you can use, I think you can use regular adhesive as well. I wouldn't recommend that as much. Kind of like just to play with it would probably be okay. I really like these seagulls. I forgot I had those. I probably would have tried to add one of those on the other page. Okay, so now this page, how would we want to... That's interesting. I like the seahorse. I really do like seahorses. Let's just leave that there and we'll think about that one. Okay, so over here we could starfish it up. We could, not that one. And not this one. Snail shell, maybe? I like the snail shell. And do we want to do this one? Again, I didn't take the little bits out. Could do that. Let's see here. I don't want it to go too far into the picture. Well, that's kind of good. I'm not loving that one, though, as much. What if I went that? Yeah, I like that a little better. Another good thing is that I can stick them right back on. That is awesome. Okay. Let's put that there. I'm going to put that down a little lower. and let that starfish just look really cool. These would also be really good if you know, kind of used a pen on them. Okay, let's see what we've got going on here. So this is the one I'm thinking about. I think we need something up here too. But what? What? Originally I was thinking about these because I do love them. But I also thought that they might not work as well. Oh. I kind of like that. I'll do that. I think that's great. I'm just going to put a glue dot on that and stick him in here because he's hiding up in the... I think with that there, this kind of is too much. I might be able to put another crab over here. Well, maybe. We'll see. That's too much. One crab per layout is plenty. We could always do a seahorse. Nope. Just putting to put. I'm still debating this seahorse over here, though. I think it's too much. But it's kind of blank without something there. What if I intertwined him in some of these? Oh, I do like that. That works. Okay. Let's grab a glue dot. I'm just going to kind of lift him up and put it on there. There we go. There. So one of the things I liked was this banner right here, having the, as some say, dovetailed, having that there I thought was pretty cool. I am really liking this. I love this paper. I absolutely love this paper. And I love the freedom I had with the ink on here because, again, I don't do that very often. And using the brayer really opened up a lot for me. I don't know. Using my brushes, and I just got another set of the domes. I do like the curved domes more so than, or the rounded ones, than the flat ones, but I still struggle. I still am too heavy-handed, and I need to practice more. This took away my heavy-handedness, and I think that this is the way I should go for right now. And I will still practice, but I still think that that's the way I need to go. I did add some bitty sparkles to the other layout, so let's add some here real quick. And I just kind of mixed them in with kind of the seagrassy type feel that kind of looks to me that way. And where did that one go? There it is. Because I have so much definition on some of the other, oops, I don't like that. On some of the other spaces, like up in here, there's so much bulk to it. I'm not going to add pop tape to this down here. I think that would be just too much. But I am going to circle it with 3 gems, these little bitties, because I think that it gives it a little more of a pop. Just going to be very careful not to put it on the shells. I think I put one on the shelves on the other one and I ended up taking it off. I'm going to put one in here and one in here and one over here. Okay, well, let's pull this up and show it a little closer, and you'll have to let me know what you think. I love this paper. This paper is one that when I saw it, I fell in love, and I am still in love. And I'm really glad I was able to use some of these Picture My Life cards on both of these layouts that I did. Thank you so much for coming to play, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and play today. Please like and subscribe if you would like to see more of my videos. Leave a comment and have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.